Broadcasting live from the mixed-up world of Hyrule, this is the Link to the Past Randomizer Crosskeys tournament. Hello, everybody! My name is Dr. Bobtastic, and joining me today on commentary is Antissim. Antissim, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm prepared for a fun seed here. Crosskeys is always a blast.
Hopefully it will not be as atrocious as the monstrosity that I played last night, but I wouldn't.
Wait, what happened last night? I'm a little out of the loop here. What happened last night?
It was an Aghanim and Ped seed confirmed at the exact same time.
Oh dear God. That's terrible for a Crosskeys.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Ganon was probably vanilla, so you had to do that too.
No, Ganon was at the Lumberjack Cave, and there was an Agate Tower small key on the pedestal.
Oh yeah, okay.
So there we go.
Wow, that sounds terrible, but also entertaining for any viewers.
That being said, this isn't about me. This isn't about my race. This is about these two runners, TJMaelstrom and Dannymusic. We're going to have ourselves a heck of a race here.
Yeah, both these runners are very good at what they do. Much better than me for sure, but...
Oh yeah, both of these people have regularly kicked my rear end 6 ways to Sunday.
Yep, it'll be a good one. We should be getting on the way soon here. So what starts do you think we'll see from each of these runners? So
I honestly couldn't tell you. I've seen many different ways of going. Both going to Sankstar. Interesting.
And a sword out of it. Why not?
That is certainly a welcome sight earlier in the seed.
Absolutely. And we are coming right out of Hyrule Castle, so that's not a great entrance, honestly, especially with Link's house.
That is a pretty garbage Sank.
Yeah, and Sick Kid's right next door, so once we get a bottle, at least that'll be quick. And bombs for TJ.
Very nice. Yeah, TJ's going to go ahead and do the back of escape real quick.
I mean, but how is he going to do that?
I mean, wouldn't he jump down the right-hand side and just go in the back?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, my. Yeah, no, that's not Uncle. What am I talking about?
Oh, speaking of bombs.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, we found our upgrade fairy real early, too. If I find that early in the seed, you betcha I am shelling out for at least one bomb upgrade.
And there is a big key on the island, so flippers and mirror might be required.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have a glove in the back of escape and a small key.
I missed what was in K45 for Dannymusic because of that glove.
Yeah, I got a little distracted as well.
Alright, but both runners kind of following similar routes. And we do have a dark room.
Oh, and it looks like TJ is actually going to traverse it. Or he was about to. I think that's well, maybe he's going for it.
Jinxie, thank you for letting us know that was the small key to Castle Tower. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Alright, TJ took 2 shots at it. It's like, nah, I'm done.
And Danny went ahead and went for the potion shop. And it looks like TJ will be joining him. And Danny has found the left entrance of Turtle Rock at that potion shop. There is one item in logic if you do that.
Yeah, there are 4 of these entrances. We're going to find plenty of them. Unless they're somehow locked away very deep. And TJ's not even a chance. He's like, I'm gonna note that down, but I'm coming back later.
All right. So both runners now looking for the useless fairy drop down. We're going to see some potential Houlihan action after this. We got Uncle's Tunnel, which I prefer to see a little bit, more in a few other places.
Like Lumberjack?
Lumberjack Ledge, yeah.
Yeah, that's a much better place to find it. Yeah, that was not great. Just $40 or $20 and a piece of art.
All right, so Danny about to get 225 rupees, and TJ's not even doing it. Okay.
He got the 300 early and hasn't hasn't found that bomb fairy yet, so he's still flush with a fair amount of cash, I think.
Yeah,
so
certainly nothing wrong with that plan.
And there's the well, which we can go do because we have a glove.
Oh, right, yeah, glove. Speaking of which, Danny's about to go do the same thing. Take those bombs and go there. It's kind of hilarious that it might actually be faster to walk from Link's house than to go from Sank.
Yeah, honestly. That is very funny. But so far, nothing too much of value.
Well then.
Hey, literally.
It seems picking a liar out of you before you can even finish your sentence.
Exactly. It was like, he's like, I'm going to hold you right there.
I'm going to let you finish, but here's a moon pearl.
Yeah, that is great and terrible at the same time, because nobody likes doing 4-heart Dark World walking around.
Yeah,
but
well,
it's better
it
than
is
doing it
when you can swing a sword.
Part.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Must be nice to have an early glove. All I'm saying.
Yeah, I've definitely seen Crosskeys seeds where you don't get a glove till you're about an hour and a half in. Maybe more.
Alright. So we've got plenty of entrances being checked on both sides here. Got the brewery up north. Got the long ferry cave at the brother's house, or the race game house. And what is our AGA 1 location? It is the Lost Woods hideout. We'll see if this item is relevant. It is not.
That is very nice to see. Now, that one small CT key that we did get is really all we're going to need then.
Yep. One key will get you to that second chest, and that's it. Though I have seen some really, really weird AGA Tower logic. Ooh, another sword in Spectacle Rock Cave. And you do want to make a note that that Spectacle Rock Cave entrance is also a connector. You can fall down that hole. Sometimes I forget that.
And you can actually even hookshot across after you've picked up the item.
Right, you have to pick up the item first.
Yeah, if only you didn't.
Nothing wrong with a free big heart. So the chicken hut over here, it's pretty close to its normal location.
Holding that bit. Okay, here's what. Is that a bug net?
That's what it looked like.
And it's clearly not anything TJ wants. And there's Spy Cave. That's a good thing to note down, at least in the vanilla chicken hut.
Mm-hmm. All right, Desert Palace at one of the entrances that I tend to forget sometimes.
And just 10 arrows in the has to be vanilla backup tavern. There's Swamp Palace. Lots of early discovery. There's another connector, Spiral Cave. Lovely.
I think we saw the other end of Spiral Cave at the south end of Kakariko as well. So,
all right. Well, that'll be At least that's a quick connection, but that's Hookshot Cave right there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there's Ganon. At,
Was it Magic Bat?
Magic Bat, yeah, and then Useless Fairy was at the drop down at the well.
Are you sure that?
Oh,
Are you sure that wasn't Magic Bat? Because I feel like that was Magic
it could
Bat.
have been. They both look very similar.
Oh, Zazrala has. Wow.
Wow. That's
Kane, Thieves Town, Small Key, and Skullwood Small Key. That's Zazrala's closet there in the blacksmith location.
That is some value. Meanwhile, Agina had nothing, which is par for the course. And there's Brothers.
Bruh.
And Dannymusic deciding, I'm not going to go take a look at that right now. I'm just going to...
And our convergence has occurred, and now we'll have TJ going the other direction. Oh, no, he's going through.
Oh! The mountain. Alright.
Hello, mountain. And Dannymusic, having found both ends of Spiral Cave, is like, yeah, I should probably get the item in here.
Yeah, you're gonna be right next door anyways, right? And there's the uncle in a very vanilla, or the dark cave in a very vanilla location. Or old man. Of course, it's more likely to be a vanilla cave just because it has to be up on the mountain and it really limits where it can be.
Yeah. Now, of course, the other end of that cave can be wherever the heck it wants to be.
That's true. It's just you can't go backwards.
Oh, hello.
Ice Rod. That's nice to find early. In case TR is required.
Certainly nothing wrong with that plan. That is Hyrule Castle left side. I do not fault TJMaelstrom for taking a break or going to check these other entrances before diving in.
And that's
another
cave.
connector.
We're just finding all the connectors early today.
Notably, that is the top of Bumper Cave, which can be traversed with a hook shot as well as the cape.
That is the case. And bunch of shops.
Yeah, Death Mountain is turning out to be pretty tame in terms of locations.
Yeah, it's just the connectors that could hold some value for us.
Dannymusic just found that hookshot cave as well. Alright. So if I were TJ, I would probably go through Hyrule Castle here instead of trying to go to like the Dark World bunny places.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is what he's doing.
Clear out Dark Cross, go clear out the back. Because you don't have to worry about the Hyrule Castle small at all.
Yeah, the fact that you've already gone through the back of Escape, it's pretty good.
Meanwhile,
Bombs on the Torch and Desert.
Yeah, Desert. So we should get some more locations checked here, or entrances, connectors checked. The
only in-logic chest down here for TJ, just having big 20, so you never know. Dannymusic did go ahead and enter Desert, but it looks like he's taking a death warp so he doesn't have to leave the area, and that makes plenty of sense.
Did get a bottle out of it, and Sick Kid is right next to the Sanctuary, not that you ever want to go back to that location very often.
Speaking of a bottle.
There we go. And it was indeed the bug net on Lumberjack.
That is Well, it's a nice thing to have if you have a bottle, you know? Especially since in entrance you'll be walking into so many caves, some of which will have, random fairies sitting in them. Also, can I just shout out to TJ's ice rod strats here? That was beautiful.
On the guard with the guard. That's great.
Chucking things. Anyway,
No,
that was also
right,
the big key of Turtle Rock, if I'm not
Oh, that was.
mistaken.
Yes, it was. So Ice Rod early, big key of T-Rock early. Am I picking up on something that Sig might be putting down?
Kane early? I mean...
Not only that too. Now we just need a Fire Rod and one TR small and...
the location of Laser Bridge.
That too. Okay, we need quite a bit yet.
Pendant Turtle Rock, yeah, that's what it means.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Sigma. You're absolutely right. I don't know what I was thinking.
Alright, so Danny is heading to this lift location.
You just have to be a little careful, down to a heart and a half. And just for a compass. Of Turtle Rock, hello? No.
Oh, there we go. Unlike... I'm not even sure this is the case in normal Key Sanity anymore, but I know that the logic for Crosskeys does not even consider the maps and compasses as part of the dungeon items that you have to have. So,
I was not aware. I thought it was still required technically.
You could totally have a map for a dungeon that's logically behind another. It was mainly because when Amazing Amphros coded this up, he was like, I don't care.
Yeah, I get that. Alright, there's that Moon Pearl for Dannymusic, and gotta say, he looked pretty happy to get that.
That he did. Alright, so coming out of Hyrule Castle, TJMaelstrom has found his way over to a Dark Shopping Mall.
This is our first Dark World foray, and there are connectors in both of the areas over here. So
I like the idea of... Yeah, I think so. So going through the one that's not a one-way connector is, I would say, the objectively correct move.
Yeah, especially since you know where the other one comes out.
There we go.
That's great.
In case you were worried about getting back over here. And, of course, the ever-present Mimic Cave with no hammer situation.
That's going to be a requirement. Alright, TJ's going straight back. I think he wants to go back up to the mountain. Or no, probably back into Hyrule Castle, right? Would make sense.
Yeah, I think there's one more entrance he needs to check.
Oh, so Hookshot Cave comes out right here. So we do have a connector right here. That's nice.
Yeah, this is a much more useful connector. There's so much Dark World you can access from here.
If only we
And speaking of connectors...
Yeah. Actually, now that we've saved the old man, we might have a more useful connector. Hopefully we do. Or starting location, not connector. But it is a connector.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that was the old man.
No, he went pretty far in, so it's a different...
Yeah, that was the silly... the Descent Cave.
Yeah, I think so. TJ is not opting to go out the middle entrance, so back out the... What else was up here? Was
Well, Dannymusic just found the connector to the floating island
all very nice. We can get that
through
turtle rock
Super Bunny
medallion out of
Cave.
the way. There's well, that didn't move too far then. It is Bombos to open up the TR entrance, and there's a mini Moldorm cave.
Very nice. And TJ has located Aga Tower.
Gonna go ahead and get those first 2 checks out of the way. There's
Okay,
a
mini Moldorm.
Eastern Palace. That's nice to find early as well. And a
Yo.
mint. Well, there's standard Dark World access at least.
Yeah.
And he's right up on the
Getting rid of all
mountain.
that convoluted
But no, he's already in
garbage.
Dark World. Never mind.
Yeah, the real piece of movement tech we're missing here is the good old-fashioned mirror.
And TJ's actually... Oh no, TJ doesn't have that CT key yet because he never went to that TK45.
Oh, yeah.
So he actually can't get any further. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And we know where Swamp is already too, so that's a nice thing to have. We don't have the small key for it yet, but
No small key, no flippers, no hammer, no hookshot.
yeah, but at least we know where it is and it's accessible once we can complete it.
Yep. All right. So Danny is piecing the heck out of that particular area, and yeah, if I were him, having just gotten that dam, heading south to look at the item there and doing some other checks seems pretty good. Though it looks like he will be heading for Sick Kid first, just like TJ.
Alright, and now the Sanctuary save and quit spot has become useless. There's literally nothing else you can do. You'd want to save and quit to there. Of course, the runners will prove me wrong because of reasons, but still. Alright, TJ is now going to go do the rest of Kakariko from the south, as Danny's going to go ahead and do some of these south route checks here.
Alright, heading to the dam, which has just a piece of heart lying outside. Oh, there's the other entrance of Hyrule Castle.
Alright, that's not far. That's not bad at all.
And Danny is going for the same checks that TJ did earlier. Gonna get that Turtle Rock big key. That's the main attraction here. And another bottle, I guess. So that's the old man's.
Safe you want to be.
That is the old man's home. So starting from there is a much better proposition.
Yeah, that is true. Pretty close to Hyrule Castle, which does, or not Kakariko, which has a lot of connectors around it.
And also, of course, you can. That's where our current Dark World access is.
That is true. True. Hookshot Cave is probably the best one there. Alright, TJ finds out that, was it Palace of Darkness is our green?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And gets that cane, the small key to Thieves Town, and the small key to Mire. Or no, Skullwoods.
I will go ahead and avoid doing a Phantom Ryu impression here. And
yeah, no, there's no way I was gonna. Yeah, no. I will, however, do this in chat.
all right. Danny grabs that Turtle Rock big key. TJ located the smith there, which I didn't see earlier, but there it is.
Also, I gotta say, finding that big key to Skull Woods early is also nice. Just because often, if you have the fire rod, it's not uncommon to orphan off that one big key, big chest.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go there without that. You can help it. All right, so TJ is once again heading through Kakariko Village, dealing with this scenario. Danny's attempting to navigate the Dark Cross. And there we go.
Alright, looks like TJ is gonna head over to Hookshot Cave now, I think.
That looks... Oh, he's going for Spiral Cave.
Yeah, we haven't seen this either yet.
I'm pretty sure Danny did this earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. Spiral Cave just leads right back to Kakariko. I was thinking of the other Desert Palace entrances, which are also near. We haven't seen those yet. Even though Danny went in.
So Danny's heading over to the Eastern Palace area. This is some new information for us. Yet another dark room. I believe we've seen them all at this point.
Yeah, most. I think we have. We may have even seen one that connects to the other one. We just don't know. Alright, so Hostral's Hut today holds a storyteller.
Yep, and with no hints on in this mode, that is in fact hot garbage.
Pretty much.
Though I do find that the hints in like the Crosskeys modes tend to be a little better than the other modes. But it's been a hot minute since I played with hints, so...
Yeah. Oh, there's Ice Palace. Sitting up on Eastern Palace. Just switch up the first section of the name.
Eastern
Palace. Yep, Eastern Palace. With the boss of Cold Knights.
Seems good. Alright, Dannymusic finding the rupee farm here, and he had 450 some odd rupees, or okay, I guess 446. So he can farm up to the 500 if he decides to go to Zora, and it's in logic once you have those gloves. So.
And that's exactly what he's going to do. Get that 516 and open right out. And that's pretty much the terminus of his route, so it wasn't that bad to farm up a little bit there.
So he might just go ahead and just fake flipper here and head up there. Looks like the plan.
Well, a little surprised he's doing it here instead of down by Mini Moldorm Cave and whatnot. Just because that does help with, like, you can go ahead and they have the Moon Pearl so they can go check what's at the waterfall and whatnot, but going through this way, I don't think he has the requisite items to Splash Delete right now. As TJ gets the mitts. I believe it takes... Well, Cane and Ice Rod work, don't they?
I think it's like Cane and Boomerang.
Cane and Boomerang, okay. But no, proven me wrong. He's going over to... I'm not sure why he's killing these, though.
He's got the big key to Turtle Rock.
That's right, he can go check Crystal Roller Room because of that. Very careful, though. Oh. Don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. Okay, just have to wait.
Like, you could intentionally take a hit from the fireball. That wouldn't kill you. But how about you don't?
Yeah. That was very close right there. Oh. And he took it.
Okay.
What was it?
Oh, no, I was just saying he made it.
Oh, okay. I thought TJ found something and I wasn't looking at it because I was intent on these pokies. Alright, there's that CT small for TJ, as there's nothing here. You're not going anywhere, buddy. Alright, now if he opts, he can go check out the back
Check Chomp Room.
Chomps, and if he steals, or if he doesn't steal the key, he could also check out... Oh yeah, if he steals the key, he could keep going and check out the front a little bit.
True.
But I don't know if you want to in this mode.
Well, he looks like he's at least going to pick up the key. I don't know if he's going to go for that or if he's just going to go for the middle chest here. Oof!
Pokies hurt. They hurt a lot on Green Mail.
The pokies hurt, the skulls hurt. He's just like, nah.
No, he's like, I'm coming. I'm not stopping.
Danny is not, shall we say, tenacious here.
Alright, but looks like TJ is actually going to go check out Agina's cave in that area. We do have the glove, so we can also check this one rock, which usually has the rupee farm, and today has Thieves Town.
Mm-hmm. We've already gotten the small key for this place as well, but no big key just yet. Though if I had the big key, I'd also want the hammer.
Especially because I have the small key.
Yeah. The desert small key. That's interesting, because that, of course, unlocks the 2 items on the right-hand side of desert, and is logically required to beat the dungeon.
Alright, down goes that pokey. Plenty of dodges.
Looks like he's going for the door.
Yep. He dipped, duck, dived, and dodged for a small key to this dungeon.
So I knew it was a Turtle Rock key when it came up because of the color.
Yep.
But I was like, oh, really? Oh, the other Agate Tower key as well for TJ. We also found, I believe, a Meyer small key. So we got that going for us. Oof!
Oh.
Danny gets chomped in the face.
At least he doesn't have to kill the pokey again.
True.
But he's safe.
But
he's not worrying about it.
He's not having it.
Yeah. I guess if he did decide to continue, he would have to kill the pokey up front anyways, which is no fun. And there's King's Tomb, which just has a map of Pod, which we already know, so a useless map.
That is entirely not useful.
Alright, so I think we're going to have our first real foray into the main Dark World area of Kakariko. of Dark Kakariko here from TJ. Using those mitts to use the regular Dark World access.
All right. We are getting some Skull Woods checks here from TJ.
Yep, and with that big key, we'll be able to knock out everything but the back. Which we have no fire rod to even check the location.
Correct. All right, we got a GT small key. That's 2 out of 4.
Setting up the bomb jump. That was a little too low.
Danny is making good use of that bug net. Picking up some fairies there.
Okay, so that big key to Skull Woods was nothing. Just a compass of Hera.
All right. Another compass. And the last location here that we can access in this immediate vicinity is Green Ruby.
And DJ is
there is, of
pick
course,
up the required key. Makes it easier for the back.
What, a vanilla small key? I'm kidding.
It traveled so far. Yeah, we have found a lot of compass out of this game, GB. You're right. I feel like we found quite a few of them. Not many maps and not many big keys, but lots of compasses.
All right, Dannymusic picking up his ice rod from the old man. Now, granted, that ice rod is not in logic without the lamp, technically.
That's true. That is true.
All right, so the only real interesting thing in Skull Woods turning out to be a couple of Ganon's Tower keys, really. That's about it. That is about the least valuable Skull Woods I've seen in a while.
Yeah. We haven't really... There's not much value out there. We haven't even found GT yet, which I think by process of elimination, the useless fairy has to be at the GT dropdown? Because we haven't seen that yet. I believe
so. So there'll be no need to beat Aga 2 either.
Yeah,
Aga can take a break.
And there's our second sword.
Yes, please.
Absolutely. And it might not even be a bad idea to check out the connector while you're here.
Yeah, I mean, now that you got those mitts, you can get back here pretty quickly. Seems like a plan.
TJ is going to go grab a fairy, but can't pick one up because you left the bug net behind, you dunderhead. Sorry.
Is there any chance that the word dunderhead came to your mind just tangentially because of Danny's shirt?
Maybe. Maybe not. I believe that maybe would have answered your full question. For those of you watching the restream and not Danny's stream, he is wearing a Scranton shirt.
Now, for all I know, he could be from Scranton. Scranton is a real place.
That is true, but it's a little bit more well known for a very nice show. Very good show. All right, he
is actually from Pennsylvania, yeah.
All right. Well, we did find out that the drop down from the Dark World there, or that Dark World connector, which is the Light World. What is that Dark World place called? Is that a fortune teller? I think it's a fortune teller. Was nothing because it came out of Desert Palace.
Right, yeah. Right side desert. It's always got to be somewhere. That's why I like to put off like Desert Nagina's Cave stuff in this mode, because I figure I'm gonna go through a connector and get there at some point.
Yeah, and we did find the left side of desert there real quick. Which dark room is he in? I'm honestly not sure which dark room has guards in it. Castle Tower 2. That's right, he was climbing.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. Lovely. And there is...
He is up in the top left corner of this maze. So he's a little lost.
Yeah. But we did have the bottom of Paradox Cave, which is technically not in logic, but if we have a mirror, we can get through it.
Unfortunately, we don't have a mirror.
No.
So it looks like Danny was unable to actually get to the chest. Got knocked around and disoriented.
It is a tricky dark room, let's be honest.
It is.
TJ is opting not to pick up the frog, but we did find the smith in Kakariko, correct?
I believe so. I think there's a good chance he goes back for it here, because again,
That's
you
right.
can't do the digging game with the frog. So
That's right.
yeah, that's exactly what's happening. And it looks like Danny's going to be joining TJ on the west side of Dark World here. Might go to Skull Woods, might go south, either way. Alright, TJ heading south.
Probably gonna go ahead and check out Stumpy, Pipe Cave, Swamp, that area.
Yup. Okay, a pod key. Is that the first pod key?
Is the first pod key. 40 minutes in. This is unnatural.
I mean, pod is a pendant, so the fewer of those you find, the better.
That's true. Oh, hello.
Okay, hammer time, ladies and gentlemen.
Very nice, and
all
very
others.
nice of we got a raid from ZSR. We've got a Crosskeys run, race between TJMaelstrom and Dannymusic here, and you guys are at perfect time to see us find the hammer and checkerboard cave, which was in Swamp today.
Welcome everybody coming in from ZSR. I hope you're all ready for some more confusing Zelda placement here. There's our top of Paradox Cave.
That's
All right,
nice.
7 chests in here. Danny will be following that connector in Spectacle Rock Cave as well. So, welcome to Desert.
Well, he hasn't done this area yet, so that'll be actually good for him. Because it is a one-way connector.
Alright, 300 rupees. Being the only relatively relevant thing in the bottom of Paradox Cave, or the middle, or the top, whichever one it is. And now we've got more money. I mean, this is somebody's vault, and that is a flute, ladies and gentlemen.
That'll make it very nice to be able to travel around. And that's also access to the mire area, which, oddly enough, isn't through a connector today.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like TJ got in the weird state where the from picking up the drop on the mini Moldorm. You know what kind of happens to you?
Yeah. And bomb jumps aren't exactly what they should be. And this is not a bad place either, though. Go check out Catfish real quick, and then head right back in and continue your search.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with a quick Catfish check.
Especially when it's this convenient. It's never going to be this convenient ever again in any seed.
Now, I've seen the blacksmith get taken to Catfish, even in like normal modes, but usually not this direction.
That is the case. And he's just got $50.
And I was kind of expecting a save and quit there. Mountain Cave, yep, because we're going to go straight back into Kakariko from here and turn that blacksmith in.
Oh, that's right. We've already we got the hammer, so we can just go through the regular entrance to Dark World now at south of Link's house.
TJ, are you okay?
I think he momentarily forgot where the smith was.
There we go.
Now, if we had the mirror, that would be a very convenient smith right there.
Just a heart piece. And we are once again looking for quite a few things before the seed comes anywhere close to finished.
Oh yeah, we're only, 40 minutes in. Got plenty of time. It's Crosskeys after all.
I wish I had prepared duck lyrics, but I got out of work stuff just right before this.
That happens. But the duck is now amok, and we can begin flying.
Interestingly, TJ going for the Eastern Palace area first. I wouldn't have been able to resist the appeal of Meyer area at this point.
Yeah, I think right now Meyer area is 3 locations and a check. Not even 3, it's just 1, 2, and you can check what's
No, it's 3.
It is 3?
Yeah, there are 3 entrances that are just available.
Okay.
There's
that's right,
the 2 on either side, and then the Dark Akina's Cave.
Yep. Versus Pod in this area having like 5 or 6 total.
But mainly it's just like the whole, just having picked up the glove makes me think, yeah, it might be a thing.
That is the case. That is very true. Alright, but we do have Dannymusic not too far behind, just picking up some of these other overworld checks south of Dark World here.
Alright, so TJ is going through the Descent Cave here.
On the way up, that's not too bad, but the second part of it's the more annoying side of it. Because there are holes in random locations, but TJ gets it. And it's a write-off.
Well, I stand corrected. We had not seen all of the dark rooms. But now we have.
And now we have. I guess it's not a total write-off yet. Because if we don't have another way up to the top, that... Because the mirror does let you check one location, but you can also get to that location by jumping off the ledge on top, right?
Yeah.
And that was too quick for me again.
It was for me as well. Hey, back at Skull Woods. How you doing?
And this is, in fact, completable. Well, no, never mind. No,
Need a fire source.
no fire source.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for all we know, we could have the lamp or fire rod right here.
Nope, it's just a small key
I was
pod.
setting it up and it just didn't give it to me.
Nope. Maybe a TJ will walk a little close underneath it as well to give us a better taste, better look.
It's like I was even staring at the screen and I couldn't figure it out. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, there's Ether Medallion.
Yep.
Oh, Dannymusic has located Eastern Palace.
No bow yet, and we found pod on the side of TJ over here, so both bow dungeons. Pretty quick succession here.
The Swamp Small Key. Very
that
nice.
Is a good find.
Right there in the front of Eastern Palace. Alright.
Still a long ways from being able to complete Swamp. Still no hammer, or still no flippers, no hookshot.
Yeah. I'm feeling like a hookshot in Swamp today.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know, I'm a terrible person.
And a Myers small, so plenty of small keys in here today so far. And looks like he's only going for the first two chests, not going to keep going even though he does have the big key. That's a curious decision. And there's Ether, okay.
Alright, so I guess that makes 4 checks for the Meyer area. Alright, TJ is doing some dark pod here. A Turtle Rock small key, and Danny finds another connector here at what I believe was the Lake Hylia, or Dark Lake Hylia ferry, and it leads to the capacity upgrade location, so yeah.
Sure. Alright, TJ did spend both of his keys here, so it is a pendant, so we may not want to complete it.
Not gonna lie, if I were Danny, I might have been tempted to just... oh, he doesn't have the hammer yet from the other place, but yeah, I would have been tempted to check the Ice Palace entrance there.
I mean, you can check that without the hammer, because you just need mitts for that.
Yeah, well, but I was thinking... When I say he didn't have the hammer, what I meant is he hadn't checked this other stuff.
Ah, got it.
And the evidence that that was the case was his lack of hammer. Also, shout outs to Ether Strats in in the Pod Dark Maze from TJ here.
He is down to a single heart, so probably didn't want to even touch one of the, though we did get the Cheeto sword, so that's a bit of an upgrade, which is nice to find. And Pod. But yeah, that's it. That's all we can do in Pod, or maybe not.
We might be doing some, huh? Oh,
He
you
might
could
have
go
gotten
for
a knockdown.
the Stalfos room here.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he could go for a Mimic Clip too?
I don't think TJ can Mimic Clip. And he doesn't have a potion, so...
Yeah. Alright, so Danny is taking that flute now. Now, unfortunately for Danny, he is orphaning the hammer.
Oh, did he not check? Oh, he wasn't in the light world, so or dark world. He didn't go check that because he found Paradox Cave first.
Yeah, because Paradox Cave was at Hype Cave, and he hasn't been down to Swamp there. Though he could finish this, turn right, back around, and go back through Hype Cave. I mean, Hype Cave, Paradox Cave, because he knows where the third entrance is.
That is true. Alright, but we do have Pyramid Fairy, which has our other medallion. And,
Hey, Quake exists.
Oh, yeah, but it's Quake.
It's garbage.
Well, the only reason Quake can be alright is it can still hurt the
Dead rocks.
dead rocks, yes. Don't know why the enemy
it's slightly more efficient if you have like a low sword and you want to clear out the Pengator room in the first room of ice.
That's fair, but you also have to time it right, because if they're in the air, they don't get hurt by it.
Yeah. Speaking of Ice Palace.
Oh, that opens that up, doesn't it?
Yup.
Combos. They have Kane, so they can easily Icebreaker, though. And at least with the TJ side, he's got the third sword, so that'll also make it a lot nicer.
Alright, so TJ is going into Turtle Rock now, like Danny did earlier. So we may see some plays here. This time he's using the tempered sword, though, so it's going to be a slightly less obnoxious check here. He could actually go all the way to Laser Bridge here.
Yeah, he does have a key, which Danny did not. Though I gotta say, this seed has not been kind health-wise. Both the runners are still on 6 hearts, almost an hour in.
Yeah, 6 hearts and green mail.
That too.
Which is hot garbage.
And TJ is gonna spend that key.
Okay. That is certainly a play you can make, and I'm kind of a fan.
Yeah, you get the laser bridge check out of the way. You get to see its entrance. Maybe you find a mirror or something on laser bridge itself, which would be super convenient. And since with the conveyor room, it's not too bad. You just have to hold directions at the right time.
Yeah, it looks like Danny did just completely orphan that hammer.
Well, that is unfortunate, yeah. He has to be careful down to a single heart. And he does not have a fairy. Because, well, he had to be in a bubble.
Let's hope he knows how to bootless laser skip.
He does. But then he just walks into the hard hat beetle. Because why not? Well, that's going to be another walk. And another dark room.
In before the laser bridge entrance is actual GT.
Oh god, that'd be terrible. Especially since we've already found a way to get up Dark Death Mountain.
But, like, you know, it looks like TJ's, at least the way it looked like, is probably going to try to go out the safety door just in case he has to, you know, has trouble with the laser skips.
5 hearts is no fun. And I believe green mail, 4 hearts of damage from the lasers, right?
Yep. I mean, I think the odds of you getting stuck are so small that it's objectively correct to take the safety door when you have less than 5 hearts. But it could mess him up.
Yeah, it could. Gotta just wait out this mini Helmosaur. Yep.
So my favorite way of dealing with the mini Helmosaur is to make a cane block and pick it up and then chuck it at him as it comes by.
TJ, don't. Okay, he got it.
Desert Big Key, nice. And bodied.
And one more trip.
I mean, let's hope for TJ's sake that he can, get a few more than one at a time going forward.
Or just take the safety door.
Yeah.
Of course, now that I've said that, it's definitely going to be something that's inaccessible, like boots locked or something. Meanwhile, Dannymusic is heading through, and I believe did get the tempered sword. And takes the death warp out of pod.
All right, laser bridge attempt number 3 for TJMaelstrom coming up. Danny has finished dealing with pod.
Oh,
no. My goodness, no!
Just put down the Canis and Maria block, TJ. And
TJ's like, no.
I'm done.
I'm out.
I'm done.
I can feel the salt from here.
Was there a potion shop here in Kakariko? Nah, he's just saying I'm doing something else. Just screw that area entirely.
Yeah, I think he's going to take that desert key and do stuff with it. He did get the desert big key as well as the one item he was able to get off a laser bridge.
That's true.
Danny also picking up the Bombos medallion there.
Alright, so if something pays off in the big key chest here, do you immediately go back? Or the big chest? It's like, oh, there's something that... Or do you say, hey, okay, Laser Bridge was trying to point me here. Watch it be like the cape, or an invincibility item.
That would be dumb, and I love it.
And it is... bombs. Okay.
Danny is going to be getting the small keys to Ganon's Tower out of Skull Woods, and that's it. Oh.
Ow. Yeah, but this isn't something you want to find without the mirror.
Yeah, the mirror is kind of a big deal. And the Murder Dactyls living up to their name.
Okay, so Danny is actually not going to grab the key from the vanilla location here.
He might grab the one in the back half that's under the pot.
That's true, but then you have to worry about killing the Gibdo, and that's just annoying.
Alright, we're seeing some pod area over here. I'm not sure we've seen this.
No, we haven't, in fact, because Danny was the only one who's been... Well, no, yeah, TJ did Eastern earlier, but decided to opt out and go to the Meyer area first.
So TJ's going directly to the pod entrance. and is gonna then, I imagine, walk out, or maybe just turn around. Also, if you turn his why'd you have to do that to me, Kiki? Previously, if you had turned his rupee count upside down, you would get something resembling a definition of the seed.
Yeah, except Kiki's got to ruin everything.
But now it's a perfect power of 2, so I don't care.
Leading us to just a fairy. Alright, is this round 2 for Turtle Rock? The answer is no. This is the rest of...
more entrances.
More entrances.
Also, there's an item on that pyramid that we haven't seen.
That is true.
It can also happen while we're here.
TJ might actually take this over to the pyramid and then go south, because he still hasn't checked out what the shop is. The big bomb shop.
Yep. Alright, Turtle Rock, Small Key, and Butter.
Very nice. And this, we're just getting B's from both fairies today. Useless.
Where was the other fairy at?
Meyer.
It was also Dark World. So when the fairies are in the same world, they're going to give you the same thing.
Ah, okay.
Because it's based on where, like, your world flag and not the location.
I was not aware. But still useless. Alright, we're gonna get that one item on top of the pyramid here.
In before mirror.
Of course. Nah, I've already called mirror on Laser Bridge.
Oh, okay.
Now mushroom. Lovely.
Delayed mirror.
Hey, there's a great reason to go back to that to the potion shop.
Hey, you know what else you can do? A little thing called fake powder.
That is true. We've got the cane. We've got a mushroom. And looks like that's exactly what TJ's gonna do.
Very possible. Yep.
Meanwhile, we're gonna get a purple chest check from Dannymusic here. Which is just another compass.
Alright, Magic Bat, an out of logic check. What do we have? More garbage. That's kind of what you expect from your out of logic checks, but sometimes they surprise you.
Meanwhile, we got Dannymusic going for some more out of logic checks with some fake flipper checks.
Doing the screen dance there for a minute, which I've certainly done my fair share of screen dancing trying to get that done.
TJ's not going, and he's like, okay, here's the mushroom. I'm out. I'm not TR. Not doing it, not this time.
Now, I don't believe we've found the actual potion shop, so no idea where that item is. But if TJ runs across it, we'll be able to figure that out. Speaking of potions, Danny just picking one up at the hobo there.
An actual useful one, too. Oh, and it's a very nice magic refill.
And
cape.
The cape in the hammer house, and so now TJ could do Laser Bridge without much issue. Also, that puts Spike Cave in logic.
That it does. I gotta
I
say,
know we found.
Hammer Peg Cave was behind the Hammer House. A little funny.
That is the wrong end of Ice Rod Cave at the Hammer Pegs. So TJ is going to pick up that purple chest as well. No surprises there. And Zora time.
Which has a small key to ice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, again,
that's
we know that
but
ice is. Yeah, we know that ice is available right now.
that is true. It is.
Minus the big chest, really. And logically, you couldn't do the boss, but no, with the small key and the cane, everything else but the boss is definitely in logic. Well, maybe the hook shot might be necessary. Keys are weird.
It looks like TJ is headed into ice. So we'll have our first look there.
So for those of us, it does look like we have some newer viewers here in chat. For those of you who are unaware of this is a randomized version of A Link to the Past. Not only is it randomized, but every entrance is randomized as well. So all the items are mixed up, all the entrances, all the things. And Danny just found Laser Bridge.
Oh, where was it? I missed it.
I did not see. Wait, was it Ice Palace entrance?
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's not too bad then. Let's see if there's anything else of value here on Laser Bridge other than that Desert Palace Big.
Oof! Danny taking another big old oof there, but he's fine.
Oh, what did I say?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, TJ's gonna feel horrible about that now.
Oh, he is not gonna be happy. No, sir. Now he can take solace in the fact, though, that he has the hammer and Danny doesn't.
That is true. That is true. And the mirror is going to take Danny a whole lot of other places instead of going back to Swamp.
Hey, there's that Quake medallion right after the one place it's still useful.
Or he's coming right back here to get that hammer right now.
Okay. Well, good on him.
Good on him, yeah.
Oh, Fire Rod in Ice Palace. I mean, that is how it works.
Fire locking fire. That's exactly how that works.
When you have the Bombos medallion and you're looking for Fire Rod, where is it? It's in ice. That's the rule.
Alright, but that is the hammer for Dannymusic.
One piece of heart there for TJ. TJ, you will be going the long way around to pick up iced tea. As there was currently no real way for him to do otherwise.
And Dannymusic here might actually opt to come into Ice Palace as well, because he's right next door. And he does have the mirror, so we'll be able to route that in pretty conveniently.
Yeah. Very nice.
That's the other thing about mirror. It makes routing very convenient.
Alright, Ice-T has another GT small key. That is the 4th one.
Then that's the last one as well, right?
Mm-hmm. For some reason, when I said, that is the 4th one, I just assumed that everyone knew that meant last.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing too much Crosskeys recently, I guess.
Yeah, for most other modes, you don't really care how many GT smalls there are.
Alright, cold stare time for TJ. Now, this should be pretty easy with Butter Sword, but could end up causing some problems if he's not careful.
Yeah, no problem at all. Didn't even take a lick of damage.
Oh, the source!
Oh, what a...
Ice Palace, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, but we are getting some checks that TJ couldn't do earlier in the top of Hyrule Castle here. Usually Agate Tower.
Mm-hmm.
And
there's our...
Go ahead. Yeah, Turtle Rock. And
Speaking of
TJ's
Turtle Rock,
coming back.
Alright, I don't think he's going to have trouble with Laser Bridge this time.
Of course not. It's always after you fail it a bunch and come back that you get first try, no problems at all. And one thing that is good for TJ is that if he does take the safety door, he can... Actually, he might opt to complete the dungeon here.
Oh, yeah. That is something you can do.
Yeah, and we did find out that it was a crystal. Ice Palace, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually kind of interested in the whole, completing the dungeon play here. Especially because it puts you at the front entrance. So you can also check those things.
Yeah.
Danny's going to do another one of those...
Okay, how many rage slashes do you think?
How many can you do? Is it all of them?
None. It's all internal, I guess. Oh, this is a bad spot.
That was the correct move.
That was the correct move. Careful. Alright, you're good.
And he is heading in and then back out for some reason, and...
Dude, just go in. You can always flip back.
Oh, I think he hasn't checked this entrance.
That's right, he hasn't.
Wait, yes he has. He came out of that entrance.
He didn't. Dannymusic did. I think the idea is that...
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Because he never checked this area at all. Because he got Paradox Cave and then went up to Catfish. And Turtle Rock is Laser Bridge is really not in a bad location because you can easily fake flipper to it.
And TJ finds Eastern and decides not to go inside, interestingly enough. So both of our runners kind of skipping out on a bunch of Eastern.
Yeah, they're probably waiting for that bow.
Oh yeah, I actually went to go look up what their records were, and then I forgot.
I believe they're 1 and 2. But there's GT.
Oh dang!
I mean, we can't do a ton here. You can do the right side. Well, no, Danny can't. Danny can really not do much at all. He can do... Yeah, where are you going, Danny? Oh, you could bomb jump. That's true.
Yep.
But this is a tricky bomb jump to do twice. And now he can't even get it once because he's down to a single heart. Oh, he could have done it in the first place. He was down to 2 hearts.
Yeah. So you can do... you can't go very far on right side here, but you can do tile room.
That's true. Alright, we are getting that. Next fight. On TJ's side. Very quick with that butter sword. Alright, we only want to see one right angle.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I believe that was the correct spot for the bomb for Danny.
And
Turtle
that's a
Rock
pendant.
is a pendant as predicted earlier.
And not
that's
too
gonna
much
do
on
it
the left
for-
side.
Yeah. I just looked up. I know TJ is 1 and 2.
Which would mean that his opponent would be 2 because it's Swiss, right?
Yes, but I mean, last round I was paired against a 2-1, a 1-1 when I was 0-2. So there is
Okay.
a single pair ups in a couple of
Okay.
places.
Alright, but we did find the big key of Thieves Town in the front of Thieves Town here.
Okay.
Our big key of Thieves Town in the front of T-Rock. I know my places.
Danny has located Blind's Hut.
And small key to Turtle Rock. Okay. Alright.
And Brian.
Brian's alright. That puts Spike Cave into logic for both of them now.
Alright, that's going to do it for the front of Turtle Rock here. And TJ is going to refill that magic. So Blind's Hut was at Spiral Cave, which I guess... and Hype Cave right below it. I guess TJ can find real quick, too. Yeah, turns out the front of Turtle Rock is here at the right side entrance to Turtle Rock, which means logically you don't get to access that.
Yeah, no, right. That one... So you basically had to beat the dungeon to get there, right? Or go through the front.
Or go all the
middle
way
to the back.
backwards.
Yeah, that's right.
There's another pod key for Danny. So we made our way over to East Death Mountain. We can find some interesting items here.
Yeah, it's our first look at this side, so there's plenty of entrances, and we've got the myths, so we can even check that one myths locked entrance. Alright, 5, 6 for Star Eastern and Thieves Town.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's certainly curious.
Yeah, well, we have found Thieves Town, and TJ has found the Thieves Town big key, so that will be...
And we have the small key.
Yep.
as Hype Cave was a whole lot of tripe.
The garbage is in fact real here. And TJ decides that the Hype Cave guy's a real blockhead.
He did offer up a lot of junk. Alright, but it looks like we're gonna go get some of these hammer checks from Dannymusic that TJ did a little bit earlier. We'll get that cape. What that cape actually does is also gives us that one connector through Bumper Cave, which we haven't seen the other side yet. I don't believe.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I believe that was up on West Death Mountain.
I do believe so, yeah. And with a flute, we can get to West Death Mountain pretty quick.
Must be nice to have that early, too.
Yeah. But we're not headed there. We're going other places, better places. We're going to Thieves Town, isn't it? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fully completable. We know it's a crystal. Okay, go do it. Maybe we'll even get a bow here.
Seems like a plan.
Yeah, and unfortunately, even though we have the big key and the small key, we still have to go through some very long and arduous ways to check everything in here.
Yeah, it's kind of a mess. At least it's a consistent mess.
That is true.
Well, other than this room.
And this room in Randomizer.
Gross.
Yep.
You know what my favorite holy crap room in Randomizer is?
Chicken Hut?
It's the one right before Armos.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty bad as well.
Yet another pod key. So the pod availability is piling up here.
Yeah, the pod keys are coming in thick and fast. Still no big key yet. As we do have Dannymusic coming up to the desert area. I don't know if he took a look at what's on the ledge. He did not. Ah, there's Bluebell.
He's about to turn around. He's like, wait a minute. I will take that.
Wait,
I also missed the book.
Yeah. Maybe clearly one of our eagle-eyed trackers caught it, but if they could let us know where it was, that would be amazing.
Oh, there's our potion shop. Hot garbage in that item, but he is going to go ahead and take some potion stuff. He just traded a red potion for a green one, and then bought a blue as well.
Well, the green potion was refill as magic, right? And then he used it and then bought a blue. Book was in Ganon's tower. Okay, probably in Hope room then, because I didn't see it in left side. Thank you, Jinxie. One of our eagle-eyed trackers.
Okay. TJ is facing off against Blind. Looks like Danny's going to be going for the entrance to desert here.
Alright, as Thieves Town has been completed for one of the 5-6 crystals.
What was in that desert entrance? Because Danny was smiling real hard about it.
I did not see it. I was opting Meyer. It was
Meyer. Okay.
Well, that didn't go very far, did it?
No. Trans-dimensional desert palace. Shenanigans.
Yes, I do believe you are correct, Kinunten. This is the Crosscode MSU that we are listening to today.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a game.
I mean, I figured that.
Alright, and TJ's coming right back here to go clear out Skull Woods. If this is a pendant, our seed is solved. Not that TJ would be very happy about it being a pendant, but... Oh, we already know it's a crystal. Do we? Alright, but we are on Moth here. Moth not being very nice, sticking to the top of the screen. And down goes that pesky little bug. For $20 and a crystal. Very nice.
Alright, so Danny is going to come in here and get some more fire sources in Ice Palace.
He's going to get all the fire sources.
Mm-hmm. And TJ is going to be checking out these desert things as well. Picking up that blue mail, like, no hesitation. Just like, yes, please.
They're still not even at 10 hearts, and we're an hour and a half in.
I mean, I basically picked that up with no hesitation anytime.
That's true. Alright, as Dannymusic is setting up for Icebreaker. That looks good, and there he goes.
Alright, so TJ finding Meyer as well. And I guess he'll be heading over towards Checkerboard Cave.
So, at this point, what are we looking for? We're an hour and a half in. Still looking for an item-wise. We're still looking for a bow. Maybe a hook shot. We don't know if Swamp is a crystal or pendant yet.
In which case, we'd also need flippers.
Also true.
And
that's about it, item-wise.
We will, if we don't need that, then we will definitely need the Misery Mire Big Key as far as keys go.
Yep, and then the hooker boots to get into Mire.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still far away. This seat's been pretty trolly to our runners, that's for sure.
Alright, TJ is going to go ahead and check this entrance, which is the library, but does not contain a necessary item, though, again, if I were these runners, I would be okay with that heart. Unfortunately, not really forthcoming.
And a map to Eastern Palace. It couldn't be any other dungeon. It had to be one of the ones we already knew about.
Mm-hmm. He's going through Super Bunny Cave here.
Has he not been through here yet? I thought... Oh, to the floating island connector. That's right, okay.
And of course, you can mirror up here to find some other wonderful things.
Like GT was somewhere up here, I'm pretty sure. Was it in Hera? I can't remember now.
So right side, a little more extra right side GT here would be accessible to TJ.
Well, TJ could go full right and make it all the way to the Knights.
And I would say that would definitely be in logic on account of us having all the keys.
Yeah. That's where the book was. Which is actually kind of a convenient location, because you can easily just go check Aether Tablet right next door. Alright, as we do get a tile room check.
I think Super Bunny took you to Paradox Cave top entrance, but it was a connector up to Death Mountain last night. That is true, Kanye.
Alright, but we do have Danny coming in here to T-Rock. Gonna get the unfortunate news that it's a pendant, but we'll get it completed anyways. We have the Cane of Brian, AFG. That'll make it a bit easier. Just turn it on and stand there for at least as much magic as you have.
And, I mean, like, having Butter Sword also helps. Like,
That's
Butter
true.
Sword hits like a truck against them.
That is true. Still not bow levels of damage, but...
Though, my favorite thing to do here is just get sword beams by powdering the anti-fairy, but we can't really do that.
Or we just get a heart refill.
That works.
And you use a bit of the cane.
Alright, Danny finishes off Trinex, yeah, as well.
You can walk around that way, just a little bit more finicky.
And so Danny probably going to check the front of Turtle Rock here as well. Well, maybe after checking Mimic Cave. Speaking of Mimic Cave, has anyone been back to Mimic Cave yet?
Nope. And I don't think they will be for quite a while.
Like, I know we found the actual Mimic Cave at some point.
Wasn't it in the Glove Rock underneath Ice Rod Cave?
Something like that.
It was in that bottom right area of the world. Either Dark World Shopping Mall or Light World. Alright. Out comes the cane. And now we swing away. But yeah, that butter sword still hurts.
Yeah, it's like 6 or 8 hits instead of 12 like it would be with the normal.
Alright, we are checking change. Oh, there's the bow.
Of course.
Of course.
So you got the boomerang first, which would have been just the best Armos fight. But then you get the bow right behind them. It's like, come on.
Classic. Meanwhile, we got the one check that we hadn't seen in Turtle Rock yet, and it turned out to just be bombs. Chain jumps.
Fair enough.
We do have TJ attempting these bomb jumps for the useless chests up here. Gets it first try. Very nice. I wonder if he may opt to continue going south here.
So Danny just pulled off what I call the hardest trick in the game, which is remembering you don't have the hook shot in that room.
Yeah, honestly, though.
And we are going to get to see the Turtle Rock main entrance, which I think we probably saw already.
I don't believe we did, because the last time Danny was up here, he did not have the hammer.
Fair enough.
But I wouldn't be surprised if TJ takes that bow back to Eastern Palace now. Because we know it's a crystal, and it's a 5-6. Even if we haven't found the bomb... Well, we have found the bomb shop, that's right.
And I think I just saw out of the corner of my eye with Danny checking the map there that Hera is also a crystal.
That's a potential we haven't even seen yet.
That is the case. Well, we're going to get delayed knowledge on that Turtle Rock entrance because the shovel is found inside there. So fetch quest like you do.
Of course. Alright, but it looks like TJ is gonna check out Hera and the entrance to Hera and also the bomb, or not the bomb, the ether tablet, as we have Dannymusic coming back into Thieves Town and to clear that out.
And that's our curiosity shop there at Hera. And ether tablet time. What has we here?
Probably the piece of heart that we don't want anymore because we have 12 hearts. But I wouldn't say no to it. But I'm sure these runners are fine without it.
Alright, TJ, I think he's probably going to jump down the middle ledge here because I don't think we've seen that yet.
That's exactly what he's going to do.
And bonk rocks. Speaking of hearts.
Alright, yeah, this looks like the Eastern Palace play.
Yeah, that was at the bomb shop in the Dark World, yes. Alright, so a full complement of 6 items available in Eastern for TJ as he heads that direction.
And we already know he'll get the small key swamp in here.
Yep. I'm thinking boots.
I'm thinking the other bow. Just to be mean to these runners. It's like you could have had this the entire time.
Yeah.
But instead you killed the Armos Knights at the bottom of GT to get it.
Yeah, just to Yeah, and it'll be in like the third chest just to make Danny mad.
Yeah, honestly. Only in chat wanted to be a little bit nicer, putting it on the boss instead.
Fair enough. That would be pretty.
Basically, both
Pretty
bows locked
silly.
by the knights, but only one of them killable or reachable. And very nice blind fight from Dannymusic for his second crystal, I believe. Yes, second crystal.
Every once in a while, when somebody says blind fight, it takes me back to like D&D, because I remember there was a feat called blind fight. Anyway.
Well, speaking of dark dungeons, darkest another pod key. I was trying to make that into a pun, but I couldn't make it work.
Yo!
There's a hook shot
in the big chest of Eastern that they could have had ages ago. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Danny's not gonna feel great about that. That's been just sitting there.
That gives us Hookshot Cave, and entrance and access to Mire.
That it does. It also gives us a lot more in GT. Well, not a lot more, like 5 things more, but still, 6 things more.
Red boomerang for TJ. Now Danny is up here on Death Mountain as well.
He might be opting to go to right side of GT now, because he does have the fire rod.
That would also bode well for him, given the hookshot situation.
That is true. Man, where's our GT big? Usually you get that fairly early on, I feel like. Because there's always usually something up to climb.
Sometimes. Not always.
Not always.
All right. Quick trek through the Igor's room and on to Armos.
Got the setup for the quick kill. And sure enough,
just more money.
And that's a total of 4 crystals for TJ. And also our second 5-6. So we could see TJ opt to go pick up that bomb and...
Yeah, Bomberman is a real thing.
Yep. That could have Hera or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's going to be Hera. Like, I guarantee it.
Is that the only dungeon we haven't seen yet?
I think so.
Meanwhile, we're getting a shovel check, which has our flippers. So,
oh yeah, we haven't seen the back of desert yet either. That's true.
Oh yeah, that's true. But the flippers were sitting in the back, were technically locked behind the TR entrance.
Yep.
So that paid off, and now Swamp is also completable.
Ooh, that's an interesting plan there.
And TJ confirming for us that is in fact a crystal. Hera, that is. We don't need the swamp big key, Nix. We can just, as long as we don't want to open the, as long as we don't open the big chest or we don't need the big chest, we can complete the dungeon. And we have the swamp small from Eastern Palace, so.
Hey, nice 8 bomb dig there,
Yeah.
TJ.
It's very nice, very convenient. Not only do they give you flippers, but they gave you bombs.
And TJ is going to take his newfound flippers directly to the Swamp Palace.
Question is, do you do left side?
I do.
As do I, but I don't know if TJ will.
I mean, as long as I have the Cane of Samaria and I have multiple items I'm looking for, I'm not skipping it.
Yeah, that's true. We're still looking for quite a few things. Quite a few big keys, quite a few maps. Oh, did Danny not go full right?
Oh no.
Please tell me he's bomb jumping the left side instead, the full left side.
Apparently. I mean, that's a heck of a play.
If it works out, it'll be good for him.
It's not significantly fun to do this.
No, it's not, because you mess up once and you gotta redo the entire thing.
Mm-hmm. I think it is theoretically possible to go from that second platform directly downward. You just have to do the jump kind of like you would in Spectacle Rock Cave.
Okay.
Danny
I think
not
the reason
having...
why Danny didn't do it, though, is because he was so low on magic. That looked real close. Alright, TJ is not skipping. He's got this first bomb jump down. No problem.
So the trick with the second bomb jump is just get yourself against the back edge there, and yeah, that'll do it. Now this is the one I always have trouble with.
That looks good to me.
Yep. Mainly because I'm bad at getting the spike thing done. Alright. Chugged a potion real quick, and or maybe a fairy or something. And 100 rupees. Oh yeah, you had that red one, I remember.
Yep.
That is the only 100 rupees in the game, of course.
He'll have to pull off one more bomb jump, but this one's not particularly tricky.
Yeah, this one is basically free. Oh, and there's our single arrow.
Left side swamp, not... Okay, so one thing that can help with this bomb jump is pushing that block upwards rather than down there. So you get at least shield from the fire bat. Yeah.
But yeah, if you can do the little spin setup here to get yourself on the leftmost pixel, you will get the bomb jump. It looks like Danny's not familiar with that, but you actually have a pixel of leeway there as well.
Yeah. That bomb jump is not terribly difficult. Unlike the ones he did to get up here, which is why I have full confidence that he could do this one.
TJ finds the silver arrows.
There's
Hera
the key to Hera. That is nice to find, but not entirely required. If you can Hera pot.
Unless there's something in that big chest of Hera, that's always a looming possibility. My favorite thing about that left side GT room is that it is entirely in logic to bonk all the way through it.
Yes, it is. Except for getting across the final gap. The top and going down to, well, yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so TJ is facing off against Argus here.
Swamp really only had a crystal for value today. Well, we don't know if it's crystal yet. Never mind.
It also had silver, so get that going for it.
Yeah, that could be a logical bow, technically. It does have a big key.
The pod big key. Oh.
It is a crystal, though. It is a crystal.
It is not. Oh, you mean swamp?
Swamp, yes.
Okay.
No, pod is not.
Alright, Danny is unleashing the butter sword on Armos Knights.
I don't think spins do more damage on Armos than
they do not.
Flashes for butter, yeah.
Yeah, there is only one enemy in the game which takes more damage from spins on butter than slashes. Do you know what it is?
One enemy in the game that takes more damage for spins than on... I have no idea.
It's the Hinoxes.
Really?
They die in one spin from the butter sword, but take 2 slashes.
Interesting. I always have to kill them with a bomb, so never try to.
They just straight up die to bombs. That's the whole point.
Alright, but we do have TJ turning in the red bomb here.
Yep. Incoming Hera. That's all I'm saying. He does have the biggest bomb of them all. It's like an AC/DC reference or something.
The only problem with the biggest bomb in this game is it really only does damage in one location. Elsewhere,
you can use it as a normal bomb.
Really?
Yeah, you can absolutely blow up the normal walls with it. Okay, back at desert, fine.
I mean, it was going to be somewhere. I guess I've just never dropped it off, so I always assumed that it only worked here.
Yeah, so there was a plando once where you couldn't use bombs, and like until the very end of the seed, basically, and you had to use the big bomb to get into several overworld caves, and it was great.
The farming in that seed must have been insane. To have enough money to keep buying the big bomb.
Yeah, Dane makes another interesting point. The bunny can purchase and use the big bomb as well.
Huh. That is very interesting. So you could get like Hype Cave and whatnot with that, possibly.
Yeah. Now, it is only I believe it is logically considered that the bunny can do that, but only for the pyramid entrance. It doesn't care about trying to open other entrances with it.
Alright, we do find out that desert is a crystal, which means Hera has to be the last pendant? Or
no,
Meyer.
Meyer is the last
That's right,
pendant.
Meyer.
So we don't necessarily need to go in there.
We just have to find Hera, and that's the seed.
Now, that being said, I think Hera is probably locked behind another item at this point, because I think we've seen most of the available entrances. And the other item that we might need for additional entrances is likely the boots.
That's true, and that could easily be in Meyer.
It's definitely in Meyer, because just like Bombos and Fire Rod, if you're looking for the boots and you have the hook shot, it's in Meyer.
Of course. I believe...
Back of Skull Woods. Yeah.
That's right, we haven't seen that.
That could be Hera, in which case I would stand corrected.
Boots could also just be in Hammer Pegs.
We've seen Hammer Pegs.
But we have... Not Hammer Pegs, sorry, Mimic Cave. My bad.
Right, Mimic Cave. Nobody's gone to Mimic Cave.
Would be
also
terrible.
Spike Cave?
Also Spike Cave. And TJ's not even opting to check what's on the big fish.
Oh, there is a big key on Lake Hylia. Wasn't that right?
That is true.
Oh, did TJ do Mimic Cave after being Turtle Rock? I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, not the Mimic Cave entrance. We're talking about actual Mimic Cave.
Yeah. Bartender, we're not sure yet.
I think we're about to find out, because it looks like TJ's heading for the Back of Skull Woods.
Yeah. And where is... Oh, we're getting a Bombo's tablet check.
Yeah, I was going to say, have we seen a Bombo's tablet check? Because I don't think we have.
No, we haven't. And from here, he could, with that book, he could actually opt to go into Meyer. Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what would be faster. All right, no, we're gonna need the boots, folks.
Okay. And Bombo's tablet has just a piece of heart.
And we're not getting a bed check from TJ.
Nope.
Rather, we're going to Spike Cave, I think. Nope, never mind. Hookshot Cave. Oh, Hookshot Cave's a good check by,
Ooh, yeah, it is. Wait, has nobody gone through Hookshot Cave yet?
We've gone through it. We found the front of it.
Oh no, Danny used his last bomb and didn't hit it.
Oh no. He has the shovel, right? He can dig. Digs give you 8 bombs. Oh, we haven't seen this shop down here.
I think Danny's checked it, actually.
Oh, okay. Okay, so put off Hookshot Cave for a bit. Graveyard Ledge, also another option. That's true, we haven't seen that.
Right.
All of a sudden, we're thinking of all these places.
Oh yeah, there's all these other entrances. See, TJ used 2 slashes instead of a spin. That's all I'm saying. It's definitely faster to shoot 2 slashes.
Yeah. The time it takes up to charge a spin, yada yada.
Okay. I don't know what I was expecting.
It certainly wasn't that.
All right, so Danny's going for Spike Cave. He is, like, got the biggest smile on his face right now that I have ever seen anyone have going through Spike Cave.
And immediately it vanishes.
Yup.
He got his bombs. That's true.
Fair enough.
Oh, is TJ heading back up to GT, maybe?
Have we seen these entrances?
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yes, oh, he's checking the second chest, which we haven't seen either runner do yet.
Yeah, that's right. Danny attempted it earlier and got significantly bodied and knocked around. Couldn't quite find it in the dark.
Yep.
All right. Hookshot Cave for Danny. Another bottle.
Boots! Oh, that's not good.
Oh my goodness. The boots in the second chest of Agate Tower. You want to talk about the salt factor. I can only imagine how salty Danny will be when he sees those.
Yep. And immediately TJ's going to go check out some of these boots checks. Alright, archery game.
Gotta go somewhere.
And this might be the Meyer play from
Yeah,
Danny
that
here.
does seem like the logical move here.
Or not. Oh, he's going back into pod, maybe. Oh no, complete Skullwoods. He hasn't done that, yeah.
Trying to locate Tower of Hera. Still nothing for TJ. Got 2 more bonk entrances to check.
And then we're back to wondering where it is. It's got to be in these last 2 checks, right? Gotta be.
I think so. Yeah, I kind of feel like Danny probably will go into Meyer after this, and that's going to be a little unfortunate for him.
Yeah, it is right next door, so it would make a lot of sense. Of course,
That's the other end of
place you check.
That's the other end of Bumper Cave, which we did see earlier.
Yep.
All right, plain old bonk rocks. Are you the thing we're looking for? There we are.
That's go mode. Alright, TJ did not pick up the drop.
And in fact, TJ just has to finish this dungeon because he's already got the other 6 crystals.
Yeah.
So this will be a quick route to a finish on this seed.
Yeah, Troll Dorm down, 2 quick swipes. Okay, it looks like Danny has come back into pod instead of Meyer, which is good for him. Because pod is always a nicer dungeon to be in than Meyer, according to me.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be, no matter what happens here, I think it's going to be a little too late for Danny, as TJ is, if I'm not mistaken, going to Ganon right now.
You are correct.
Pod key on the right side.
I mean, it's pod and key sanity. There's gotta be at least one small key in.
It is business in the front, like you do. Anyway. Alright, TJ just unloading on Ganon. Buttersword, Blue Mail, and Silvers. This should be a rather academic fight.
Already into phase 3. Oak.
Now, if Danny had actually gotten to those boots in Agate Tower the first time, this would be a completely different story.
Yeah, but you could also say the same if TJ had gotten the mirror on the first one into TR instead of dying 3 times and leaving.
Fair enough.
So there's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts about Rando.
And there we go. GG to TJMaelstrom. Congratulations on the win.
Finishing with an official race time GG time of 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 29 seconds.
And I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure I saw Danny look over and see that his opponent finished, and he was just smiling. He seems like a person who, doesn't hate things.
It's very happy. It's a good thing. GG TJ, and congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Oh boy. So has your friendship ended with Turtle Rock?
I guess I could have waited a little longer. I put it off, actually, even more than you saw. Like, I saw that I had the big key and the red cane.
That's a good thing.
And I'm like, I'm gonna wait for a small key to see if I can traverse this a little further, and I just couldn't make it through all the way. And then I found the mirror later, and I'm like, well, I was right, but I probably should have waited a little longer.
Has your friendship ended with Turtle Rock? Yeah, we thought that you were gonna have like a million rage slashes when you finally picked up that mirror.
I'm never upset to see the mirror, so no, I'm not gonna rage slash with the mirror.
But those boots also not so fun this seed.
Well, when I went up there the first time and I made it to Castle Tower, I walked in and I got the first chest, and I said to myself, this may be a mistake.
We thought that you were gonna have like a million.
And then I found 2 Castle Tower keys very shortly after.
Go ahead.
And it was right then and there that I resolved to myself that if I was in a position where I needed an item, like any one item to advance, the first place I would go is back to Castle Tower. And I had Misery Mire open, I had Pod open, I had Hookshot Cave, Spike Cave. I went straight to Castle Tower because of those 2 small keys that I found. So and as soon as I found the boots, I'm like, I can't believe I was right.
So your opponent actually, when he found Castle Tower, he had a small key and he went to the back, but he got a little disoriented and knocked around by the guards and couldn't actually find his way to the chest. And so he left that behind. And so he's still looking for the boots. And there's a real good chance he ends up going to Mire or something. Like he just finished clearing Pod.
So did this come down to who found the boots first?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, you had that small blunder in TR versus Castle Tower for him, but you got back to that pretty quickly versus him not so quick.
Yeah, and it was really only because of those 2 small keys. Like, they were pretty early, and like right next to each other, and I'm like, okay, they're not asking me to do Aga here, because there's nothing at the lumberjack. So why give me these 2 keys if they're not important? So I went back and I paid off. Yay!
Also,
Fair
that
enough,
Ice Palace play was a good call.
Well, that's another thing I put off. I didn't.
You were definitely the first one to go in there.
Well, I definitely didn't want to do it, not because I didn't feel like I could, but I had no keys for it.
Yeah, and certainly not the big one.
Yeah,
so you'd definitely be leaving an item behind.
Yeah, it wasn't really about the items. Just like the only thing pointing me there was pretty much Bombos. Like I just had an entry, and I still had a bunch of other places to look, but I didn't have any Ice Palace keys, and I put it off for a little bit, and I finally said to myself, you know what? This is probably the strongest play I can make right now versus just going to a bunch of random entrances that I've abandoned along the way. Let me just go here. It may be a crystal. If I leave something behind, it's fine. I'll just assess the items I find in here and calculate the logic about it later. Just let me get it done now.
Another similar play that both of you made that we kind of... I don't think we were happy about it at the time, but, you know, whatever, is the Eastern Palace thing. So, you know, you saw Eastern, you were like, nah, I'd like to wait on the bow, please. And your opponent actually went in and grabbed the first 2 chests and then left. Which, that one I thought was weird. And both of you had the Eastern Big Key at that point, which... you know, would have got you the hook shot.
Would have gotten me the hook shot, exactly. Like, if I'm going into Eastern Palace, I used to do that thing where I'd go in and check, like, a couple of things and then leave. But then I found, like, it disincentivized me from going back in case I missed something important there. And that's bitten me several times, so Eastern Palace is now an all-or-nothing play for me.
Well, that's certainly one way to do it. Okay, Danny is heading back for Aga Tower now, so he should be done pretty soon.
There was a lot of stuff pointing us into Pod as well, but I think
Pod was a load of hot garbo.
Yeah, I think everything we got out of Pod, we got out of it early. Like, I didn't find a 6th key, and I'm like, until I find the 6th key, I'm not gonna think about it.
It was in there.
Oh, was that right?
It's on the right-hand side.
Oh, boy.
Actually, that's not
Danny
going for Danny yet. That's not going
he's got to find Desert back.
No, he still needs to go dig to get the flippers.
Oh, no, yeah, you're right.
Oh, boy. Wow, he's going to be a while.
He has the shovel, though. He has the shovel.
Okay, alright.
He just hasn't gone and dug it up yet.
Yeah, I've been noticing a lot of dungeons at the pyramid lately. So before I checked a bunch of entrances, I went and got the bomb, and then I mirrored up onto the top, and as soon as I saw that Desert Palace was a crystal, I was pretty much relieved. Because I didn't have to look for that Misery Mire big key.
I mean, there was a big key up on the floating island. Not the floating island, the Lake Hylia island. That neither of you got in the end.
You know, I never saw it. I never looked.
Okay.
I never looked. I mean, I would have eventually, but...
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, I never looked. That's something that's a habit I need to break. Like when I'm over there at the just east of Link's Hut, I forget to dive into the water to take a look at that. It's a bad habit of mine that I need to break out of.
Wow, 159. That's a pretty low collection rate for Crosskeys, not gonna lie.
Let's see, I didn't finish Gannis Tower, I didn't go into Misery Mire, I didn't do Hookshot Cave, there's a few things left in Pod, I didn't clear out Turtle Rock, I only got one item out of Tower of Hera. I did, however, find every single item entrance, by the way.
Yep, sure did.
And we were yelling at you because neither of you went back to Mimic Cave.
It was
Danny did eventually.
Danny did eventually.
It was on the agenda. I was gonna go, but I was resolved to that Castle Tower play because...
Yeah, it makes sense.
It was a good play.
It was.
Yeah, it certainly paid off.
So Danny's carrying the big bomb.
By the way, that block on Johnny Two Bombs was a high five. I wasn't mad at him. Even though Hype Cave didn't have anything, I'm never mad at Johnny Two Bombs.
I thought you were just calling him a blockhead.
I don't know if you noticed, by the way, if you place a block on top of an NPC and you walk directly over the block will go underneath the NPC. Huh. And then you walk away and the block will go on top. It's a really stupid Cane of Samaria trick.
I've never known that.
The cane is a perfectly well-programmed item with no glitches or bugs whatsoever.
They're called features.
Sure.
All right. So yeah, well done, TJ, taking you up to 2-2. Still alive in this thing.
Yep, I got the Chuck Woolery status.
Probably gonna face off against me next time and just kick me all up and down.
Oh boy, let's go. I have a lot of friends who are 2-2, so I'm almost certain to get matched up with one. I've already been matched up against a friend. Like last week, my opponent was J-Joe. And he got me by 5 minutes. Yeah. Oof. The pairings are going to go up soon, so we'll find out.
Yeah, as soon as everybody's match is reported, it basically does it on its own.
I should probably do that, shouldn't I?
Alright, so we do have Dannymusic completing Desert Palace.
Now he just needs to go digging so he can beat Swamp, and then needs to bonk himself into Hera. And of course it was the last bonk location you checked, because of course that's the way it goes, right?
Right? I mean, my ESP only goes so far. The Galaxy brained the boots, but of course I checked the last bonk entrance. That was Tower of Hera. My heart was trying to leap out of my chest, hoping I didn't mismark something somewhere.
Yeah, when you get down to the last entrance you're thinking that you've seen, you're just like, I really hope I didn't screw this up.
It looks like it may be the last entrance for Dannymusic too.
Depending on how he goes to the north ones.
Does he have his flippers yet?
Nope.
No, if he's going to, this would be a perfectly fine time to do so.
Yeah, it looks like he is, so he's dashing down, at least. He's not dashing, he's just walking.
Okay.
You get my point?
I was about to say, does he have those yet?
Yeah, no, he just went back a little while ago and got those boots.
Okay.
Alright, and flippers are his. And that's go mode for him as well.
He has his boots?
Yep.
Alright.
And he just got ducked.
Well, is there anything in particular you'd like to say to your adoring fans, TJ? Anything else? We're of course going to follow Danny here, and you're welcome to hang out until that's over with. But yeah,
San Dimas High School football rules.
Oh, and we're gonna find out what that big key on the floating or the Lake Hylia Island is.
I bet it's Hera.
No, that was in left side of GT.
Oh,
which,
okay.
Danny bomb jumped.
Oh, it's the GT big key.
Oh God. Well, I'm glad I didn't
he
pick that
doesn't know the
up.
last crystal yet, because we didn't solve the seed for a very long time either.
Yeah, like the maps were very stingy.
All right, he's bonking.
Yeah, I think
so he's going to bonk rocks first.
I'm pretty sure he knows hair is a crystal first.
Mm-hmm.
That map we got.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny did left side GT entirely with bombs, which is pretty impressive.
I thought about that, but then I figured I'm not going to find hookshot here. At best, I'll find a hookshot in the double firebar room.
That's where the powder was.
Oh.
Hera chest. Lobby. Back.
Well, I'm glad I fake powdered that. I mean, that I could amount it to anything, but...
Yeah.
Not often you can do that in Crosskeys.
Not often do you get the get a glove and hammer and moon pearl so quick in Crosskeys either.
I was not happy about that moon pearl, by the way. Anytime I have early logical access to the Dark World, I start getting overwhelmed with what I can do. And I don't know if at the beginning of the seed, I really meandered about just going from place to place, trying to route such that I didn't isolate things that were locked by the mirror or boots or anything like that. It didn't exactly work out completely, but yeah, whenever I get that moon pearl early, I fall apart.
Yeah, decision paralysis is a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and Danny gets knocked into the middle hole.
Oh boy.
Gross.
Yeah, that is disgusting.
And he's just smiling like nothing ever happened. He's such a joyful guy, Danny.
If your name is Dannymusic, you better be joyful. He seems like a good guy. Very upbeat. I told him
He does.
I told him before the race begins, he needs to start every tournament run with like, "Are you ready to face the music?" So we better start doing that.
Alright, but down goes Trolldorm on round 2 for his 6th crystal.
And there we go. Now, hopefully Danny will go beat Swamp before trying to dip Meyer, but who knows? Yeah, we didn't find the Meyer Big Key anywhere.
Probably up the climb.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Or in Meyer, which is even worse.
That's probably also right. They're both right. They're both there somehow.
Yep.
I don't like either of those things.
Alright, but it does look like he's going to Swamp, which is good.
Yeah, Swamp time.
Which, I mean, it's right next door to GT, so it's pretty quick as well.
You mean Ganon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to... I know I was probably in item go mode when I did Swamp Palace, but I didn't want to just rush through it in case I needed Misery Mire Big Key or if one of those entrances were boot locked, so...
And it looks like Danny is actually operating under the assumption that he is in item go mode right now, and that kind of makes sense. You know, come in here, go to the back, don't waste any time, and if it's not a crystal, you can come back in. Right?
Yeah, that's absolutely the case. And not only that, but there's also probably a little bit of metagaming going on where it's like, I know my opponent has finished, so... And I've cleared a lot of this game out, and I haven't found the Meyer Big Key, so chances are they haven't either, so most likely Meyer's not required, all that type of stuff going on in people's heads.
Now, I think he will check chests in the back here, because you wouldn't want to have to come back here, and they are directly along the way.
Yeah, that is true. Very nice. Diver down. Gets those silvers. Which again were probably our logical bow, but still.
Well, I mean, like, going down GT right side was in logic.
Yeah, it was, but I'm sure...
Because
like,
4 small keys.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
so it could be both of them. Either of them could have been our logical bow.
Wait, where was the shovel again?
TR entrance.
Yeah.
Could just have the decency of giving us the flippers. We had to go digging for it.
Yeah.
Also, can I just give a shout out to Random Accidental Dig giving you 8 bombs?
Yeah, I tried to flute it away, not realizing it still had the shovel selected, and I'm like, ooh, freebie.
Yeah, that was probably the best accident of all time. Well, maybe.
I've had better.
The pod big key, and Danny picks up the crystal, and he is gonna finish this seed pretty quick.
Yeah, that pod big key really scared me when I found it there. I was very, very afraid of that pod big key.
So yeah, still just a little over 20 minutes gonna be separating you two here, which, you know, in Crosskeys with all the variance that's involved, that's perfectly respectable, you know?
Yes. Particularly for a nasty location for the boots like that.
Yeah, and especially for a situation that, like Danny had, where you tried to do it earlier and, you know, failed. So in a lot of cases, when you do something like that, you're just going to assume there's nothing there until the last possible moment.
I wonder if I had picked those up earlier, if I would have... Like, what would have happened? How would I have routed differently? I would have gotten those 4 entrances at a different time. I wouldn't have been able to do Hera without a hook shot, but because I didn't have the big key. But I probably would have gotten the big key out of Ganon's tower when I went there, because I could have bonked the left side.
That's true. And then you could have done that single bomb jump to get to it.
Right. Yeah, so I think I would have benefited from those early boots rather than have any alternative routing problems.
Alright, into phase 4 is Danny here.
Accidental silverless shot.
Silverless slash, not even a spin.
Just a 3-frame window there.
3 frames is nothing. You ever play Street Fighter 4? 1 frame links all over the place. You can plink it. Plink the sword slash.
Alright, but that is Ganon down for Dannymusic.
GG to Danny.
Finishes with an official race time GG time of 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 28 seconds. GG.
GG, Danny.
All right. We'll see if Danny wants to join us here as well. We will find out. All right, that was a heck of a race, y'all. That was quite the race and quite the seed. I mean, at this point, nothing really surprises me as far as seeds go. Not gonna lie. But yeah, it's still a heck of a seed.
Yeah. Very windy, twisty.
Not a lot of good connectors.
All right, sounds like we have been joined by Dannymusic. Congratulations on finishing that seed. My goodness.
Hello, GG.
GG, Danny.
That boots location really didn't work out for me, eh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I felt real bad for you as soon as we saw TJ pick that up, because we saw you attempting to go through the dark maze there in Agate Tower and getting a little bit disoriented. I'm assuming just got knocked around by the guards and just ended up in the top left corner. And that was a bit of an issue. Yeah. And then of course, yeah. But nobody on stream could see this because the streams are cropped. But as the commentators, we could see your stream in the commentator thing, and you just had, no matter what awfulness was happening to you with this seed, you just had this smile on your face the whole time. We're like, do you have no hate in your soul?
I don't know. I got frustrated a couple times. There was a part where I tried diving Turtle Rock early on with little health, and then one of the chain chomps got me, and I'm like, oh, chain chomp, why? I don't know. Obviously, the boots location didn't work out, but it is what it is. Rando's gonna rando, and you just gotta take it and shrug it off, I guess.
That is the case. Rando is absolutely going to rando. So yeah, still, definitely, given the things that this horrible seed did to you, a very nice time, still finishing within about 22 minutes of your opponent, which, given Crosskeys and the fact that it, randos, there's a lot of variance here, that seems perfectly serviceable to me. Well played.
Thanks. Did my best and had fun. GG TJ.
GG Danny. I kind of like this one. It was stressful, but I like the stressful ones. This really made me think a lot. I had to make decisions in this one. It wasn't a frozen rope from one place to another. It definitely forced me into one thing or another several times. Like, I bonked my head against Turtle Rock for a while, and then I went to Ice Palace, and from there, after I went to Ice Palace, I think everything just fell into place.
Yeah, there was a part relatively early on. I had just gotten the mushroom, and I knew that Ice Palace was where Eastern Palace was, and I hadn't done the exploration of the east part of the Dark World yet. So I'm like, okay, so this'll be the plan. I'll go over. I'll make sure that I'm ready for Ice Palace because I just found the hammer, and then I'll beat Ice Palace and then go on to adventure. But then I found the mushroom and I got distracted by the mushroom. It's like, oh, well, I haven't found the powder, so I should fake powder before doing anything with the mushroom. And I did it in the absolute wrong order because I then didn't have magic for doing Ice Palace, so I wasn't able to make the play that I wanted to make. So I figured, okay, well, I'll then just check a couple of the other entrances that I have outstanding. I'll turn in the mushroom now, and then if I find the potion shop, I'll get magic eventually. So the next place that I ended up exploring was up Death Mountain, and it ended up being like the exact same situation because I wanted to go into the Vanilla Turtle Rock entrance but didn't have magic for it. So I'm like, this is so bad. Eventually did find the potion shop then, and after I found the potion shop was when I finally committed to the play that I wanted to make like 20 minutes ago. But that's how it goes sometimes.
I had a fortuitous full magic drop after I did that.
But yeah, the whole, the whole you have Bombos, Fire Rod is in Ice Palace. That's a thing. It happens a lot. And this time it was both fire sources, because of course it was.
Like, as soon as I found Bombos, I thought to myself, "Oh God, it's an Ice Palace, isn't it?" But I don't have any keys. Did you have any keys when you went into Ice Palace, Danny?
I didn't have the big key. I think I had one small key.
That's enough. That's enough to get you where the fire rod was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the big key was.
I don't think anyone found it.
Probably in Meyer somewhere, maybe.
Nor did anyone find the Meyer big key.
I don't. Well, it could have been. It could it have been in Meyer? Oh yeah.
Did you go into Meyer? I didn't.
I walked in and walked out. Yeah, you can get the mirror without the lamp because you can go through that connector and then take the portal.
Also, you can get the book and you can get the hook shot from. You can get the hook shot from Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, I gotta ask you about Easter Palace.
Yeah.
What?
Well, at the time that I found Eastern, there was still some other stuff that I wanted to explore in the Dark Overworld, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make a play here. I'm going to do the front part of Eastern, and then if I find something, I'm going to leave. And then I ended up finding something, and I think it was was it Mitz, I think?
Small key of Swamp Palace.
Yeah,
there was a Swamp Small key, and I think there was like a pod key or a GT key on the right. But it was interesting that you had checked 2 of the items in Eastern. That's what was weird to me. Usually I'll see people go for like 3, and then like stop before you go on. Though I mean you did have the big key at that point as well. So
right.
It's just like
I really wanted to find the bow and then do all of left side in one go.
My brain just does not separate the first 3 chests, like the 2 on the one in the front and the one on the right, from the rest, and it does make sense for there to be a little separation between them because you got to go one way and then back the other. So yeah, I just hadn't considered that. I've become brain that don't know how to do things.
Yeah, it totally didn't work out because the hookshot ended up being in the big chest.
Yeah. Well, both of you delayed Eastern for a significant amount of time. I mean, TJ didn't go in there until he had actually found the bow behind Ice Armos. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, very nicely done, Danny, on bomb jumping the left side of GT.
Thank you. That's one that I learned relatively recently. I'm glad that I was able to do it eventually. There was one particular bomb jump that I was struggling with, but once I got over that hump, it was okay.
Yeah, the one going left in the middle there, that was the real sticking point. But you did a lot better on the one that I have trouble, which is the one with the moving spike next to it. I just keep getting knocked off by the silly spike.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That one, it's difficult because you want to hold out your sword, but if you do, then the spike is just going to hit you. So I try to, time it very carefully.
Aha. Well, again, congratulations and well done. Is there anything else that the two of you would like to say before we wrap it up here?
Nothing else from me. Thank you all so much for restreaming this. Thanks, Dr. Bob, Jinxie, Antisim, Trackers, Restreamer, everyone for getting a crew together. It's a lot of fun. This tournament is a lot of fun for me, and I'm looking forward to finishing it out.
Yeah, whatever happens, I just really want to finish this tournament. I'm having a good time competing in this. I love competition, and I'm very, very much enjoying Crosskeys, so regardless of what my record is going forward, if I lose another one, I want to see how I can finish off. Thanks for getting this together last minute. Thanks for streaming for the restream. Shout outs to the Crystal Company. Take over ZeldaSpeedRuns.
All right. Once again, thank you to both our runners, TJMaelstrom and Dannymusic, for putting on an excellent show. I want to thank our two trackers, Jinxie Girl and Lady Laura Linda for keeping up with all the wonderful icons you see on the screen. And of course, my co-commentator, Antism, thank you so much for joining me today.
It was a pleasure.
And so after this, we will be going over, we'll be raiding over toward the actual ZSR channel, where there's some Zelda 2 randomizer going on. So we can see some actual craziness with that game. That's a formidable game, let me tell you. But yeah, once again, thank you all for watching. I will just say that I have been Dr. Bobtastic, and I will see you all at a later occasion. Good night, everybody.